Hello everybody and welcome to my Doctor Who showcase number 22. Now these are all the things which I got from Cardiff and the Comic Con as well. So I'll be showing you these. I've mostly got a lot of audios. I had Big Finish. I've got about 7 Big Finish audios. They're all £5 each, and I've gone a bit over the top with Big Finish a little bit. I do really like Big Finish audios, and I got 2 books. I found a really good bookstore in Cardiff for Doctor Who books. It was incredible. I saw some brilliant books there, and I also got a very rare book there, which I did not hesitate to pick up. So we will start with the monthly range from Big Finish. We've got 3 from the monthly range. The first one is Spare Parts. Now I have been recommended this quite a lot from other YouTubers. It's said to be just an absolutely fantastic story. For an audio, it's a lot like Genesis of the Daleks, just with the Cybermen in it. So the story was originally going to be called Genesis of the Cybermen in Peter Davison's era, but it was cancelled. And it was replaced into an audio format called Spare Parts. I can't wait to listen to this. I'm a big fan of the Cybermen, and I'm really looking forward to listening to this one. Jubilee. Another very good story. It's a lot like Dalek. It's the inspiration for Dalek, and I love Dalek so much. It's one of my favourite new series Dalek stories, so I'm gonna love this just as much. And it features Colin Baker in that one. And the last one, yeah, these are all Dalek stories actually. We have The Curse of Davros, which is more of a new series. This is flipped over so it can have the Colin Baker logo or the 80s logo, and yep, this is another one I'm looking forward. It's actually quite historical, so you can see the English and the French flag by there. I'm not sure you can see that on camera, but it shows the English and the French flag and 2 swords by there, if you can see that. Today with the monthly range, we're going to be moving on to my favourite series of Big Finish. One of my favourites in it is the Lost Story series. Okay, I got 2 from the Lost Story series. We have the Nightmare Fair. The Celestial Toymaker, what can I say? It's not by Michael Gough, this one isn't. It's by David Bally, and I haven't listened to him yet, so I don't know a lot about him, but I love the Celestial Toymaker, the original story, and the Nightmare Fair is said to just be just as good. It was going to be in Colin Baker's era, but of course, with the hiatus of Doctor Who at that time, this story was cancelled, so that's quite sad because we do not have anything from the Celestial Toymaker, and he's probably the most interesting villain ever. So that was the first Lost Story, and the second is Thin Ice, which is Ace's final story. And again, this one did not exist because of the cancellation of Doctor Who. It would feature right after Survival, I'm thinking, yeah. And it's a shame really that Ace doesn't actually have a proper finale story, so this is the best they could do and put it on an audio and call it Thin Ice, which features the Ice Warriors. And there's actually a lot of stories which are lost which feature the Ice Warriors. Alright, next we're going to be moving on to 8th Doctor audios. We have 2 8th Doctor audios. We have Blood of the Daleks Part 1 and Blood of the Daleks Part 2. This is said to be a really good. Both these parts are said to be fantastic, and the whole story itself is really good, and I definitely want to listen to these 2. They're 60 minutes each long, so they're quite short by both of them, but they're still something I'm looking forward to watching. Listening. And next we're going to move on to 2 books, and these ones I got at a charity shop. So we're moving on to 8th Doctor books. I got 2 8th Doctor books. There's one with Parallel 59, and there was so many books of this book. So there's so many 8th Doctor and Past Doctor and Virgin books. It was unbelievable. This shop was in Cardiff, and Parallel 59 really did sound like a really good story, and the blurb itself did sound really good as well. I got this for £6 for pounds. In US it would have been $7, and then in Canada it would be $9. Parallel 59 seems a really exciting book, and I can't wait to read that one. Now this one is one of the rarest books from the 8th Doctor range, and it was only one left in the shop, and I knew it was going to be taken, and it is Interference. Now, as you can see, it's a bit weird that I actually got book 2, because there's actually a book 1 of this, but I'm not going to read this yet, because I'm just going to be getting book 1 if I can, because I really need to. The reason I got this, because it's so expensive on Amazon, and I would never get it off Amazon, so I did find it in this in the bookstore for £6, and that was an absolute bargain. I really need to find book 1, because sadly these books are out of print, especially Interference, and they're so difficult to come by, and lucky enough I did come by Interference. So you can't really tell me to request this book, because I'm not going to read it until I get book 1, and this one's a very thick book actually. I think this one's 300 pages. This one's a bit more longer than the other ones. It's 314 pages, and this is book 2, so it's about 600 pages altogether for the whole story arc of Interference. And you can see it features the 8th Doctor and the 1st Doctor, John Pertwee, along with Sarah Jane Smith. So, and it's by the really good writer Lawrence Miles, who also written the book Alien Bodies, which is said to be one of the best Doctor Who 8th Doctor books out there. So that was my Doctor Who Showcase 22. This one is taking the placement for my birthday showcase, because I decided not to do that. I'll probably cancel that, because not everything will be. I'm only getting a little bit of Doctor Who. Maybe I might show it in the March showcase right at the end. But thank you very much for watching this showcase video. I am now going to be up to date and doing more review videos, because I kind of been slagging off with review videos and forgetting about them. So I'm mostly going to be trying to focus on getting the reviews out there, because I've got a lot of requests. So I'm gonna get these out there. So the next review which will be coming up is Power of the Daleks. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.